Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm gonna play some more Scythe because, I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun playing Scythe. And definitely not my best weapon, but it's one of the most fun weapons in this game, just objectively. Everyone loves Scythe, man. And we just out here getting better at it, so that's what's up. Anyways, today we're running up some nicks. And we're just gonna talk about this character for a bit because there's a lot of conversation around Nyx being like the hardest character in the game, right? Because we'll get to that, but like, you know, like Scythe obviously is always deemed as being like a very difficult weapon, just because there's so much to do on it. It makes sense why people consider it a hard weapon. You know, it's got active input and the hitboxes are tiny. And the reads don't really cover as many dodges. Like on Katars, a read on Katars can catch like 4 dodges at once. Like, it's not that difficult to read with Katars. But Scythe, a lot of the dodge reads only catch like 1 or 2 dodges. So you kind of need to be more, you need to have a better read on your opponent. Now, blasters is where the conversation gets a little questionable, because people always talk about how blasters is like such a difficult weapon and all this, and I'm not gonna sit here and say it's an easy weapon, but like I really don't think it's as difficult as a lot of people say. I think it's a message that gets echoed a lot just because like ass players here, some pros say blasters is a really difficult weapon and they just like echo that thing. And I didn't have another jump, that sucks. But I personally don't really see it that way because, yeah, sure, like I get the argument of like the spacing and stuff and all that. Hold up, we might be able to sauce this boy here. Oh no, rookie mistake, dude. You cannot dodge in against a Scythe downer, bro. That shit is such an easy ass combo to do. Damn, I gotta talk about that if I ever make a Scythe guide. I really, really want to make a Scythe guide or like a Katars guide. Oh my, oh my. That was saucy. Didn't let me chase dodge though, unfortunately. Yeah, I really want to make a Scythe guide or a Katar guide though. Scythe because it's just like anyone could talk about Scythe, you know? So yeah, like a Scythe guide would be cool because Scythe is so popular, and even though I said it's like one of my worst weapons, I mean, I'm a very well-rounded player in this game. Like, I'm not out here one-tricking characters. Ragnar's my guy, but like, I can play every other character to high diamond level, right? So it's like, I obviously still have the knowledge to talk about it, and it'd just be fun, bro, because there's just so much to talk about with Scythe. And I'd love to put it in a digestible format for people. Because I think this game misses, like, they're kind of on the right track with these new like challenges and stuff that they're adding. But a lot of people who play this game who like, it's just a lot of people on like Xbox and stuff who are like, oh, like, let's check out this free game, you know, just dicking around with their friends. And those people don't understand the complexity this game has behind like the surface, you know? Like, I know damn well when I first played this game, I had no idea of all like the combos and stuff that you can do. And I feel like if there was like, you guys know how like Smash Melee has the people who make those like all those video, oh, that was a rookie mistake on my part. But you know the people like Awesome Sauce, I think that's his name, who make like those Smash Melee videos. If Brawlhalla had something like that, I think that would bring a lot more people to understand like the competitive side of it. Like, and I'm not saying I can make videos like that because those videos are extremely difficult to make just because they're so high quality. But I'd love to make something similar, you know? I think that'd be sick. But I've talked about the use and counter idea, like the Orange Juice Gaming style videos. I'd love to do that just because it's so nostalgic for me and it'd just be fun. And I want to use that music and stuff. I don't know. Like, these are the things I like. These are like shower thoughts for me, you know? Just random shit I think of. Get down there, fat ass. So that'd be really sick. Yeah, that's really like the main plan for this channel. I mean, I wanted to record some Ragnar gameplay today, but I've just been so busy with everything else that like I literally don't have time to hop into ranked and stuff. So kind of frustrating. These videos are just way quicker because I don't gotta like post commentate, because I'm not gonna be able to record. I'm not gonna be able to talk as I play at like top level, you know? So yeah, some more Ragnar footage will come along. I definitely still want to hit Brawlhalla, but it's just, dude, these videos are just way quicker to make, and sometimes I'm not really trying to just sit here and talk about Brawlhalla all the time, right? Sometimes I got other things on my mind, like whether it be just with this channel or like some random question that I think of, like sometimes I just want to talk about that stuff. So that's what's up, man. Get down there. Oh, you're lucky, mate. Oh, I want to get a little chase dodge action in there. Oh, rookie mistake, bro. You cannot be doing that. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed now that Sidelight has extra stun. Recently, Blaster's Sidelight got a very new rework where it's like, what the? I'm not even gonna ask, bro. But it got a new rework where like Blaster's Sidelight is a true combo like startup move, so pretty sick, dude. Pretty sick. Ooh, good read. Good read. Oh, you're all lucky, mate. I should give you a haircut. Like dodging up. Oh, good play. Good play. Horrible punish, though. Ow. Speaking of random ass questions, though, one that I was cooking up yesterday. Oh, get your fat ass down here, boy. You ain't doing that. But one that I was cooking up yesterday is like, you know, I've talked about evolution before, but like, isn't it crazy? This isn't actually really a question. It's more of just a conversation. But isn't it crazy that like we evolved from just like, we're just a bunch of atoms and stuff? This is a little deep in the, oh shit. Oh, I was going all out. Okay, bro. But yeah, like me and my coworker yesterday, we were talking about like how like it's crazy that we evolved from just like a bunch of atoms, right? It's like millions of years ago, there were just a bunch of atoms floating around, and then eventually we became life with like single cell organisms, and those reproduced and made bigger cell organisms. Life's pretty crazy, man. And he mentioned one thing. He said primordial soup, like is how his one professor described it. And I've heard that term before, but I never realized it was like in relation to that. But it totally makes sense, man. Because after hundreds of millions of years, even some billion years, I don't know how old the galaxy is or the Earth is or whatever. I don't know that shit. But like, eventually, so like the concept of primordial soup is like eventually, these atoms that are floating around the ocean are gonna align to become the molecules of life, right? And then all you need is one little single cell organism that can perform mitosis or whatever that shit's called, and boom, life will continue to evolve. Like, you just need that shit to happen once. So that was interesting, man, because I've heard that concept before, and it's very similar to like some of you might have heard like the monkeys typing on a keyboard. What is that, like a paradox or some shit? I don't know. But like, it's like the theory that like if you put a monkey at a keyboard for an infinite amount of time, eventually that monkey will type out Shakespeare and stuff, right? Because it makes sense. Like, it'll just randomly press keys on the keyboard, and eventually that shit will, like, if you give them millions and billions of years, like, eventually the shit will do its thing, you know? Infinity is pretty crazy, man. Time's pretty crazy in general. So that's what kind of reminded me of. But I don't know, that's a pretty deep conversation topic that I mean, what do I even have to add to that shit, you know, besides just like, damn, that's crazy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting though. That same coworker also, like, I love the people who randomly have like expertise in some random ass thing, bro. So like, I work at a pet store, so it's not entirely random, but these people, this family came in and they just had a turtle. They were just like, yeah, we found this turtle on the side of the road, and we just like picked him up and put him in this box, and we're like wondering what we should do with him. Should we give him back? And my coworker who just started working here is like, bro, he's like a turtle god. Like, he knows everything you could possibly know about turtles, especially from this area. And bro, that show was interesting. Like, he was sitting there and we were talking about some, wait, hold up. So yeah, these people brought in a turtle, and this kid just grabs the turtle, my coworker, he just grabs the turtle and he's like, yeah, like you can tell this one is a female because what was he saying? Basically the turtle's butthole was like past the shell or something. I don't know, there's probably some turtle gods in the comments who could correct me on that, but yeah, some shit like that. Don't ensig me. And dude, he was like straight up like one of those like Coyote Peterson type people where he just picked that shit up, knows how to hold it and stuff, and you can just tell he knows what he's doing. And bro, he had me dialed into that conversation. Like, that shit was really interesting. And I love when people just have random hobbies and stuff like that they just know a shit ton about. It's always very interesting. What do I have that's like that? You know, Brawlhalla, I guess, is basically that, but that's like boring as shit, you know? Like, why couldn't I have done something cooler with my life back when I was younger? Because this kid's been raising turtles and stuff since he was like a little kid. And he's got this one turtle, Swimmy, who's been around for like 19 years or something. Like, that's crazy, dude. And it's just cool to know that much about turtles. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like that with the gym. But this is another thing I thought of recently. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh my, he jumped. That was a clean ass read too. Dodge in. Nope. But this is another thing I thought of recently, bro. I don't want to be like, it's like I don't fully know what I want to do with my life in the future, right? Obviously I really want to push YouTube far and stuff, but I still don't, here's the thing, I don't think I want to be a full-time YouTuber, you know? That's not really like, I don't know. It depends what the situation would look like, you know, but I'm not set on anything in life. And one thing people tell me to do is like, oh, like I'm into the gym and stuff, like you should become like a PT. And it just feels like this, am I crazy for thinking there's just not that much to learn in like PT and stuff? Because like health and stuff is so straightforward. Like I feel like we all know what we should do and stuff when there's like, obviously with like bone breaks and stuff, it's nice to have someone who like knows the protocol for fixing it. But like with just general health and recovery, like basic things like, oh, you pulled a muscle, you can know what you should be doing. And this especially applies to like health stuff, like people talking about they gotta get their steps in and shit, and it's just like, it's not a science behind it. You just like do what humans were designed to do. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like there's that much depth, so I would never become a PT, but, or like an exercise scientist. It's just like, all you do is work hard and lift heavy, and like optimizing lifting is like it's just stupid a lot of the time. It just becomes, obviously, like anything beyond just like macro tracking and stuff is pretty stupid to me. Like if you're taking a billion different vitamins and stuff, it's just like there comes a point where the optimization is just, it's just lame, bro. It's just lame. You're not killing me, mate. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I don't really have a cohesive thought at the end there. I'm not dissing any PTs or anything. Like my mom's literally an OT, but like, I don't know, man. That's just not for me. That's just not for me. I'll have to really fill up that thought eventually and talk about it. I don't know, man. Nyx is pretty fun though. And she's also got really cool skins. So yeah, have a good day, guys. Peace.